Could you ever see a situation where you put a junior driver in there to kind of learn from Max? Because as Max gets older, do you think he'll soften perhaps? Do you think he'll be more willing to share expertise and knowledge in that team?
I think the expectations on the Red Bull drivers are so high, it would be very unfair to put a junior straight into Red Bull racing, and that's the luxury of having AlphaTauri, is that, you know, it's provided Max, it provided Seb, Daniel Ricciardo. It's, you know, so many drivers, so many of our drivers over the years have come out of AlphaTauri cars.
It's been quite a year, and seeing the guys, the team standing up there, you know, what they've achieved this year has been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, to win 21 out of 22 races,
unbelievable.
You know, with this car has been quite sensational.
Are you tired? Have you let it sort of sink in yet?
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment we are battling for second, and this time we won it. But the aim is that we can race for a championship. I guess that's true for Ferrari and ourselves.
Are they going to make a movie about you and Toto in a few years' time, do you think?
Yeah, only future will tell about that. You never know.
Listen, just very quickly, looks like Leclerc is signing up long-term with Ferrari. Did you kind of expect that, if that is the case?
Yeah, it's totally natural. I mean, he's a great driver. I'm sure they'll want to keep hold of him, and they'd be crazy if they didn't.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the contractual situation there, but he's a great guy, and why wouldn't Ferrari sign him?
Now, on the subject of Toto Wolff, I understand you're best friends again. We've seen a photo from Abu Dhabi. I think for football fans watching this conversation, is it analogous to Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger? Best of enemies, secretly respectful friends?
I think that there has to be respect at the end of the day, and you know what the Mercedes team achieved during their dominant period was phenomenal, and they still are a fantastically strong team, and you know, we've enjoyed a great year, and you know, we haven't seen much of certainly Mercedes this year, so it was just a moment at the end of the season, but there has to be a respect at the end of the day. It's you know, the racing needs to be contained to being on the track.
Would you like to see them stronger?
Not really.
No, just where they are right now.
Formula One news in the last 24 hours, an FIA investigation into an alleged breach of confidential information by Susie Wolff, who works for Formula One, sharing information allegedly with her husband, who of course is the Mercedes team principal, Toto Wolff, with the FIA telling me, Christian, that more than one team principal raised a concern about her position within F1, that it was maybe a conflict of interest. People will inevitably conclude that it was you that made the complaint because of your big rivalry with Toto Wolff. Can you go on the record? Was it you? Did you complain about this?
Look, we have a big rivalry on track, but you know, we haven't raised any official complaint either about Susie or Toto or Mercedes to the FIA. In fact, Red Bull has been the team that has got most involved with Formula One Academy from its inception, and to the point that between the two Red Bull-owned teams we'll be entering three cars. So we've been working closely with Susie, who's been doing a great job on Formula One Academy. So I think we, like others, were quite surprised at the statement that came out last night, but it certainly wasn't instigated or required or set off by Red Bull.
Yeah. Just because people who want me to be forensic about this, neither Red Bull nor AlphaTauri nor anyone then in that family has been behind this alleged complaint at all. And have you heard of anyone else who's unhappy with Susie's position?
Well, look, as I said, we've not raised any official complaint or made any requests to the FIA or to FOM. Indeed, we've been working very closely with Susie on the Formula One Academy. We're the only team or the only group that are going to be entering 3 cars in the Academy for 2024. And yeah, it's great work that they're doing with the Academy, and we're certainly excited about that. As far as the other teams, I can't talk on behalf of others. This is an FIA thing. It's based, you know, they've taken this action, but as I say, certainly nothing to do with Red Bull. Well, it's been the most incredible year, and I think it's only just starting to sink in what we've actually achieved this year. I mean, winning 21 out of 22 races with this car has been An incredible achievement. When you think of the challenges, the different types of circuits, the safety cars, the weather, the strategy, reliability, and so on. It's been an absolutely epic year for the team, and particularly Max. Winning 19 out of those races has just been phenomenal.
Does it rank as your best? Does it rank as the one that you'll think when you sit back in years to come? I mean, we don't know what's to come yet, but so far the most comfortable by a stretch.
I don't think we'll ever top this season. I mean, this by far. To have broken McLaren's record from 1988 shows how difficult it is to win so many races in succession. And I think it'll take a little bit of time for this to sink in, and only the history books will reflect, what this car and what the team was able to achieve in 2023.
You'd have smashed both championships easily with just one driver this year and one car. Max has been on the most incredible form. What do you see in him that's so special, and what's changed in this season in particular?
Well, I think the raw speed and racing machine that Max Verstappen hasn't changed really from the moment that he's got in the car. That hunger and determination and self-confidence. But what has is his experience, and as he's become more experienced in Formula One, he's using that experience and the maturity that he has, and the level of consistency. I mean, he put one mark on a front wing this year as he left the garage at Silverstone. That was the only damage he did in an entire season. And the way he's able to read races, the way he's able to look after the tyres, the way he's able to be quick at the crucial moments, the pressure moments, it's been an outstanding year for him, and I think really does put him amongst some of the great names in the history of the sport.